everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and today we're going to be doing the plan with me for the month of March in my bullet journal. So this month does not really lend itself to a theme like February does or December does or anything like that. So this month I decided we were going to do kind of a vintagey, old-fashioned theme for a couple of different reasons. In my February Boho Berry box, these adorable stamps that are all vintage stamps were part of the box, and so I wanted a way to keep those preserved. I didn't want to put them on a letter and then send the letter because then I wouldn't have them anymore. So I'm gonna put them into my bullet journal. And then also for Christmas this past year, I got this book. It's called A Book That Takes Its Time. And there's a lot of things in this book where you can make notes, things like this. And I do a lot of these already in my journal, so that part of it didn't necessarily, not something that I really needed. However, it is there are some really good prompts in there, so I do like that. But in addition, I already cut all of them out, the ones that I wanted. There's all these like really fun pictures and quotes. They're little postcards. And a lot of them have like a real vintagey feel to them. So I thought I would utilize those, or at least a few of them, not all of them this month, into my bullet journal for the month. I mean, look how cute these are. They're like they're stickers. Isn't that cool? So I thought I would utilize a couple of those in my bullet journal this month. So I have, for the most part, I've tabbed out the rest of the week for next week so that I have something, you know, still can finish out February. And then I've penciled out a couple of things, quotes and stuff like that, the calendar, just little bits and things. And then other than that, I just have Post-it notes where I want to start. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to put on some music and right, we are back, and I am very excited about how this all turned out. So I used the vintage stamps here, and then also I used the cutout. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. I don't know. I lost some of the footage. Yay, memory loss. Not my memory loss, the camera. Anyways, so I cut some of those out. I used the Tombow adhesive to put those in because I like that a lot better than tape. It's easy. All right, and then this is obviously before the pen. I'm going to go in and fill this all out, but I don't feel like the internet needs to know when I'm going to be out of town. So I'll do that. Put a couple more of these actually aren't real stamps. These were part of the cutouts. And then I'll have a little spot for notes. I decided to go with a calendar this year, or this month, rather than just the blank, like I did in February. So, because to be honest, I didn't do a lot with it. And so I'm hoping that with this, maybe I'll use it a little bit more. All right, and then again, my business mileage is the same every single month because it works, so that never changes. This is where I think I lost some of the footage, is on my habit tracker. I didn't change anything. I may come in and add a little bit more because it is a little blank, but for now I like it. And this is something that's new to this month. I had a separate bullet journal for my YouTube and blog and all that stuff, and to be honest, I wasn't using it. I don't even know where it is. If you noticed, I had put back here, I don't know where it went, like end of February kind of video that I wanted to do. And so this is what I'm going to fill out for this. I'm going to schedule my videos on this day. I'm not sure. I may do like videos and then either Instagram posts or blog, something like that. And then this is where I will be able to kind of track how each video is going. So I'll list the videos down here, and this is filmed, edited, scheduled, published, and then promoted on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other, just in case I do any groups or in Pinterest, anything like that. Then this is just going to be a general to-do list for each of the videos. If there's a review I need to write or something like that, and then this will be new ideas for the following month. All right, and then I am gonna make this my TBR page. I'm not sure how I'm gonna set this one up yet, so I went ahead and left it blank. I may show this to you. I created a new book bullet journal that's gonna be mostly just collections. It's not a month-to-month page, and so I may show you that. When I do my book bullet journal video, I'll show you how I ended up doing my TBR. And then in February, if you remember, I did a reading tracker that was more time-based rather than pages, and that didn't end up working. I literally followed it for about a week, but because I read in bits and pieces and 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, it was really hard for me to track the time. So I'm gonna do it based on pages this time. See if that works any better. And I think instead of doing just one page for, or one color for nonfiction, fiction, audiobook, I think that I will actually color code it based on like what the overall color of the book is, the sleeve, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I will start my first weekly page for March right there. It'll actually, this weekly page will have part of February because part of the month is in February, part of it's in March. It all worked out. That's all right. Alrighty, so that was my March plan with me. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you leave them down in the comments down below. And that is all I have for you today. I do have several videos coming out over the next week. It's going to be a little bit off schedule just because it's the end of the month / beginning of the month. And yeah, I want to get all my wrap-ups and start the month off right, and then starting the first week of March, hopefully we will have a little bit more of a consistent filming schedule. And anyways, I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.